Canine retraction with sliding friction mechanics is a common practice for first premolar extraction cases. Let us look at the conventional sliding mechanics. The entire arch is leveled and aligned up to the working stainless steel arch wire, and the retraction force is applied at the canine bracket and molar tube. These are the events. The problem here is the same size and shape of the arch wire at canine bracket and molar tube. So these are the drawbacks. It takes longer time for canine retraction, unusual heavy force, and detrimental for teeth and supporting structure. This is a newer concept of differential sliding friction mechanics. The aim of the concept is to provide maximum possible clearance at canine bracket wire interface and to prevent anchor loss by adding a control mechanism at molar tube wire interface. When we apply retraction force between canine bracket and molar tube, they are equal and opposite in direction. At each end, they are subdivided for resistance to sliding and for effective sliding. If we compare proportionally, friction and binding felt at canine bracket seems to be very high as compared to those at molar tube. So once taxation paid for resistance to sliding, the residual force left for effective sliding at canine bracket seems to be very less as compared to molar tube. The canine bracket should be provided a free passage until it establishes a passive contact with the second premolar. So this wire portion must be modified. So what has been done in canine walker? Canine walker is a continuous stainless steel arch wire having variable cross-sectional size and shape. It is having rectangular cross-section in the anterior incisor region and bilateral posterior second premolar molar region. The intermediate canine and first premolar region, corners of the arch wire are rounded off with varieties of radius. The center of the circle resembles the center of the arch wire cross section. For minimum radius value, 1/2 of the larger dimension of original arch wire cross section is taken, and for maximum radius value, the largest distance between the center and corner of the rectangular arch wire of that 2 mm is deducted. So any value between these two circles can be selected for radius. The height dimension of the arch wire at canine and first premolar region may be same as in the anchorage segment or may be less up to 2 mm for effective sliding of canine. This is virtual 3D image of canine walker. Here is a closer view. The depth dimension of the arch wire, entire length, it is same. Here is the minimum radius value. Here is the maximum radius value for rounding of the corners. When we use canine walker instead of conventional arch wire, the interested canine and first premolar segment is already having passive wire bracket configuration. So retraction force can be applied on the same day of arch wire installation, which otherwise would require to wait at least for 2 months for arch wire expression. Additionally, the arch wire is also being expressed in the anchorage segment, which would provide control against anchorage slippage into the extraction spaces. Once the arch wire is fully expressed in the slot, then only retraction force can be applied in conventional mechanics, whereas for canine walker, active force can be applied on the same day of wire ligation. So the advantages of canine walker: better anchorage control, faster canine retraction, active force can be applied on the same day of wire ligation, and no extra chairside required for wire bending. Hypothetically and logically, canine walker and associated mechanics not only obviate drawbacks of contemporary sliding mechanics, but also may improve overall treatment outcome at reasonable efforts. Thank you.